but also to the country as a whole. In a condolence message, the former president described the late politician as committed nationalist and an effective representative of his people. He condoled with the traditional ruler of Agoiwe, the people and family of the late Martin Skuye, and prayed that the Almighty Allah grant them the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. In the meantime, following the 7-day ultimatum issued by Yoruba cultural activist Sunday Igboho, asking Fulanis to leave Yoruba land, the Serikin Fulani of your state, Saliu Abdulkadir, had sent a Save Our Soul message to the Oyo State government. Abdulkadir rendered this message when a delegation of the state government led by Executive Assistant to Governor Sheyi Makinde on Security, Sunday Odukoya, visited Igongo for an assessment visit. A 60-year-old traditional chief in Ibadan has been arrested for allegedly abusing 2 female minors. The suspect was said to have caused the 2 minors, who were siblings, to shave off their pubic hair, and also, on learning of the suspect's alleged act, a mob encircled the house, intent on burning it down with him inside. Operatives of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense came to his rescue and took him in for questioning. This is news around the world on Pensioners 106.7 FM. Let's now talk some pension and labor stories around the world. The Nigerian Union of Teachers (NUT) says it will hold a meeting on the pandemic and compliance with COVID-19 protocols in schools across the country. The Secretary General of the NUT, Mike Ene, who spoke with newsmen in Abuja, said the meeting will hold on Thursday, the 21st of January 2021. He said the meeting will review compliance with COVID-19 protocols with the aim of ensuring safety of teachers and their pupils. Meanwhile, in its efforts to stem the rise in the number of COVID-19 cases, the Kano State government has directed all civil servants in the state to stay at home pending further directive. Meanwhile, the Pension Fund of Ukraine has allocated Ukrainian 29.1 billion for the payment of January pensions. According to the approved schedule on the 18th of January 2021, the Pension Fund of Ukraine continued to finance pension payments for January. You're still on to news around the world on Pensioners 106.7 FM Ibadan. Now to other stories. Ugandans have celebrated the resumption of internet services after a shutdown was imposed ahead of last week's election. However, social media platforms remained blocked and are only accessible using virtual private networks. President Yoweri Museveni, who won an unprecedented 6th term in office, had accused the platforms of being biased. The presidential candidate for the opposition National Unity Platform, Bobby Wine, led the poll, was marred. More than 600 people as a fortnight of violent protest saw protesters return to the streets. It was gathered that crowds of mainly young demonstrators again gathered in the center of the capital, Tunis, throwing stones and petrol bombs at police. Security forces responded with tear gas and water cannon. Tunisia faces severe economic problems, and a third of its young people are unemployed. Jen Psaki, spokeswoman of the president-elect Joe Biden, says the United States will maintain travel bans on the United Kingdom, despite an order from President Donald Trump to lift them. The White House decreed that the entry ban will end on the 26th of January, 6 days after Biden takes office. Psaki maintained on a social media platform that it's not yet time to ease travel measures. Meanwhile, Biden is due to be inaugurated tomorrow. President Andres Obrador has urged the United States to make major reforms to its immigration policy as thousands of migrants were blocked by police in neighboring Guatemala. Obrador said he is hopeful that President-elect Joe Biden will agree to work with Mexico and other countries on the issue. About 7,000 migrants, mostly from Honduras, have entered Guatemala. They hope to travel on to Mexico and eventually reach the United States border. In China, 12 miners trapped on the ground after an explosion in a Chinese gold mine a week ago are still alive. The fate of another 10 men missing after the blast remains unclear. Report says mining accidents in China are not uncommon and are often due to poorly enforced safety regulations. And now in India, at least 15 migrant workers who were sleeping on the pavement next to a motorway died after a truck ran them over in the western Indian capital of Gujarat. The accident happened after the truck collided with a tractor and its driver lost control. Meanwhile, Russia's leading opposition figure, Alexei Navalny, has been arrested and detained for 30 days. This is after returning to Moscow for the first time since he was poisoned last year. Dozens of his supporters gathered outside Moscow police station want President Vladimir Putin to resign. Russian prosecutors say he violated the parole terms of a suspended sentence for embezzlement. This is news around the world on Pensioners 106.7 FM. We will be back with entertainment and sports stories. Please stay tuned. United Kingdom TV chef Mary Berry has encouraged everyone to take the coronavirus vaccine after being administered coronavirus jab. The TV chef said people should not query getting jabbed, citing their own childhood experience of having polio. And in the exciting world of sports, Nigeria's D Tigers will play their remaining matches of the FIBA AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers in Monastir. This is as FIBA Regional Office Africa confirmed Tunisia and Cameroon as venues for the final round of matches. After successfully holding the second phase of the FIBA AfroBasket 20 protected environment tournaments to ensure health and safety of all participants. All remaining games of the FIBA AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers will take place during this final window from 17th to the 21st of February 2021. The second round of groups A, D, and E take place in Monastir, while groups B and C will be played in Yaoundé from the 19th to the 21st of February. Nigeria will face South Sudan, Mali, and Rwanda in Group B as D Tigers remained unbeaten after dominating the second round in Rwanda in November 2020. To end the news around the world, here's the recap of the main stories. The Presidential Task Force (PTF) on COVID-19 pandemic has assured that unless vaccines are safe and effective, they will not be administered on Nigerians. Ugandans have celebrated the resumption of internet services after a shutdown was imposed ahead of last week's election. United States President-elect Joe Biden's spokeswoman says the United States will maintain travel bans despite an order from President Donald Trump to lift them. And in sports, Nigeria's D Tigers will play their remaining matches of the FIBA AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers as FIBA Regional Office Africa confirmed Tunisia and Cameroon as venues for the final round of matches. For any information, you can contact us on this mobile number 0812 0086 270 081 0812 188 462. You can also visit us at Oyo State Pensioners House at Barigo Niriki, Ibadan. You can also download our app on Google Play Store and search for Pensioners FM. The news editor is Yetunde Oke, Toyosi Oladele. Let the production grow. I am Inumidun, Afonja Adedeji. Thank you for listening.